Hello, everyone. I'd like to have a deep dive into adult ADHD. As I talked about it before in one session, I have thoughts for today. I would like to share them with you. Regarding adult ADHD and the stress and anxiety, what the definition of the stress we have is whatever we have on the table, whatever we are thinking about, whatever we plan to do it in future, maybe next week, whatever the duties that we have, all of them we call stress. And for the anxiety part, whatever that those things makes us worry, worries, uncertainties are classified as an anxiety. We don't need to, we can't avoid them. They are unnecessary, true or valid over there. What happens in the ADHD individuals, especially adult ADHD that I approach, we see that their brain are full of the things that they have in their mind from internal source and from the external source. For instance, whenever someone with adult ADHD approaches some conditions, he or she can't avoid or limit the stimuluses that get, you know. In one hand, the attention or concentration constantly be disturbed by the stimuluses. In another hand, filtering of them through the cortex, prefrontal cortex, amygdala, is being, disrupted, and they can't omit some of them. In the other hand, also, lots of impulses and signals are coming from the inside of the brain with the memory. Alongside this, they have a feeling of rejection, abandonment, and most of the time are worried about happening, putting the stress, high levels of stress, the things that they need to fix, they need to do, and combined with the anxiety or worry or uncertainty they have, shifts them toward being perfectionist, shifts them toward to do the things that make them feel happy, feel relieved, trying to fix all the things that they have in their mind, no matter anxiety or stress. And what happens next? Procrastination comes forward because they won't be able to do all of the things. And finally, frustration because of not being able to do all of the plans or the things that they had to because of the procrastination. And they go back to the sleep. As an adult person that who has adult ADHD, for many months, a couple of weeks, they decide to do something, they postpone it all the time because they want to do it in a proper, perfect way to be sure that they can overcome the anxiety. Low self-esteem comes forward because of these frustrations and depression. Almost 30% of individuals with adult ADHD, they have comorbid depression as well. What if we don't recognize them? That's why in the settings that I do, and most psychiatrists, of course, and most professionals do, they need to fully assess all aspects of their mental health. At some point, if we lose, pinpointing these kinds of comorbidities, the person is going to be in the condition, will suffer, and we won't be able to address all of the condition. With the stimulants, of course, they will be able to overcome their depressions because stimulants are at somehow antidepressants, most of them as well. Another mental health conditions, all of them, as long as they are in the relationship, as long as they are dealing with some stresses in their job, as long as they have some other tasks they need to do. But at the same time, because of the impulsivity, the condition gets worse. They decide to do some things, but because of the emotionality and because of the impulsivity, they choose the wrong things or may accumulate all the stresses on their own table, putting them together, making them more stressed out, more tired, and more anxious, and being anxious or having anxiety about not being able to finish all of them. And as I said, the frustration, procrastination come forward and also make them at some point even paralyzed or feeling that they are not enough and not being able to address the things. What solutions I suggest to these individuals is utilizing the Eisenhower matrix. You can easily find through the websites. Lots of them are available. Putting all the stresses, all the things that are coming to your mind, or you see from the environment as a task, as a chores that you want to do, and putting them in the Eisenhower matrix, In this way, you will decide which one is urgent, which one is important, which one can be delegated, or for which one you need to just schedule and do it later, not immediately, not trying to fix all the things at some point, at some time that you deal with. For someone I was talking was saying that whenever I am passing somewhere that it's not in order or something that is wrong with it, I immediately jump to fix it because I'm not able to tolerate, and they want to all things to be in order. For today, it's enough. If you like this video, subscribe my channel. I will try my best to upload more thoughts and understanding that I have from the mental health field. I will try my best to keep you guys updated.